Again, sorry about technical difficulties. Apparently we had two different Wi-Fi networks on the first floor and the second floor. Okay, no, we need to get a mesh network, so everything's gonna be on the same. But this what happened, and here's continuation of the previously discontinued live broadcast because of technical difficulties. Anyway, so here's our patient suite. In this patient suite, patient and another significant other can stay to have the surgery. Why it is important? Because we want to incorporate hyperbaric oxygen therapy with every procedure, whether it's possible. When our patient stays here for a couple nights, he or she can have 5 to 6 hyperbaric treatments because it's very easy. You just walk and have your treatment, then come back and rest. We're going to have a reclining chair here with possibility to rest right after the procedure because usually it's a long day. It has a separate bathroom and shower over here. And there is plenty of restaurants in the surrounding area. It's very, very nice area right next to the Atlantic Ocean. So definitely you can take advantage of being in South Florida and enjoy the ocean. It's nearby. It's literally 3 minutes of walking. So let's go to the next part. So here we have our conference room training center. So as you probably know, we have scheduled workshops for doctors from all around the world to learn about hair restoration techniques, diagnosis, patient selection, what to do, what not to do. So it's a very comprehensive training. It's not hands-on training because, again, with my patients, only me as a doctor, I do treat my patients, but I definitely, sometimes we have an option to doctors to observe and learn. I do lectures right here in this bigger space, right? And behind here, this is going to be the last. This is actually my room, okay? And some things that I do enjoy, I do engineering in general. I was in CNC machining and lathing and milling, so I work with the tiny instruments, and I try to develop new punches, I'm in the process of developing new devices that can address some of the shortcomings of long hair harvesting. So hopefully everything works. But this is what I used to. This is what called a 3-axis lathe machine. Milling machine, and I can work on small particles using this 3 axis right here, and it's a manually controlled. Here's a lathe machine, and I can work on tiny parts like punches. And you can see the punch for harvesting looks like this. It's really tiny, less than 1 millimeter. So this one is actually, it's called the lathe machine for the watchmaker. It's very precise. You have a lot of control. So it's very good for, especially for prototype development, because before it goes into the serial production, you need to work on all the design and make sure that all the shortcomings are being addressed. So here's my little work area. Here, this is what's called a 5-axis CNC machine. Again, it's a tiny machine, but I can work on materials like titanium, stainless steel, and it's a 5-axis, so it's very precise. It can be controlled through the computer. It's called a CNC. And that's another option I have here. Of course, this is just a regular drill. And this is another lathe machine that can be controlled through CNC interface. It's an Austrian machine. Was upgraded by me to have these motors with ability to run software like Fusion 360. That's what I primarily use. And the rest, so again, if I need to work on a new design, prototyping, this finally, I was able to get my space. Before that, I was working by my house. I had a little plastic shed, and all this equipment was sitting there. Of course, it's not a perfect condition because the rust and everything can get into machinery, and it's very precise equipment and requires maintenance. So this is again kind of in a nutshell. Sorry about these technical difficulties that we had with interruption of the view. We will make sure that it's not happening in the future, that we don't have interruption. But most of the time, again, we stay on this first floor anyway. That's where the operating room is and patient treatments happens, okay? So it was Dr. Max. I hope it was informative. If you have any questions about the clinic, about process of hair restoration, are you a candidate, not candidate, what can be done? We're not only doing surgeries. I can diagnose conditions and treat non-surgically as well. So don't hesitate to contact us, 954-945-2909. Our website is bringbackhair.com. Hope to see you soon. Was Dr. Max. Cheers. Okay, can we post it?